Hi everyone, Nilesy and it's time for Smooth Operators. Let's put our headset on and get to work. We're going to start at Nilesy's pools today on D44. Upgrade 10 employees. Oh wow, we didn't get that before the end of the last video, I suppose. Cool, we got some free money there. Today, we're just going to be focusing on general building management. Maybe upgrading some staff where there's any missing workload, but I think we're all good. At this stage, I'm actually considering getting a new client. Tell me what you think of that, whether or not I should or whether or not I shouldn't. I'm not sure, because a lot of people say that when you get a new client, the game becomes incredibly difficult, so I'm not sure whether or not I should or not. I think it's something that I definitely do need to do eventually, but maybe I should get things under control first. So maybe I should upgrade the bathroom first, or the cafeteria, or, this room here. Forgot that I could upgrade rooms. I remembered it last time I made Smooth Operators. I was watching the video back. I was like, oh yeah, you can do that. And it upgrades to level 2, freshens up the interior design, as well as upgrading the workstation hardware, so it increases efficiency and increased revenue. I should have done that rather than upgrade the staff in that room, actually. That's the reason that came to me when I was thinking about it. So we're going to let the day start and see what happens. Good job, janitors. This place is looking pretty tidy. I'm very happy. How are you all doing? I'm doing alright. I'm doing pretty good. I was up pretty early this morning. Boy, was I. In fact, I actually was up quite early this morning. I actually woke up at 9:30. And do you know what? I was going to get up, but I didn't. I woke up and I felt great. And I was like, oh my god, Nilesy, you feel great. You should get up. And I was like, yeah, but I was having this really cool dream. And I was like, maybe I should go back to sleep and have that dream again. Because I don't know if I've told you, I think I have told you this before, but I have a very cool ability. Probably tons of people can do it. But when I go to sleep, I find it incredibly easy to go back into the last dream that I had. So if I was dreaming about something really cool, I find it very easy that when I go back to sleep, I can decide if I want to go back into that dream or not, and I continue the dream from where I left off. So if I have a really cool dream, it's like, oh, I want to continue that dream. And the dream, I was some sort of alien, right? But I was on another planet, and there was an outbreak of some sort of brain-eating bacteria kind of monster thing. And I was trying to stay protected against it, and I was in this bunker with someone else, and we were in this bunker, and then Tom Cruise was there. Tom Cruise was there, and he was an alien as well. He had the brain thing on him. It was kind of like the it's kind of like Hypnotoad almost. It was kind of like something was stuck on his head. What was it from Futurama that does that? I can't remember, but it was kind of stuck on his head, and I was like, he was like, come out with that bunker now then, Nilesy. And I was like, no, I gotta stay in this bunker. There's aliens out there and they're gonna take over my brain and control me. And he was like, no, they're fine. And everything's fine here, by the way. We only lost 4 calls, same volume tomorrow, let's just continue. And he was like, no, they're fine, watch. And then he took his hand and he just pulled it off. He was like, see, it's no problem. And then he threw his alien into my bunker. I was like, you can't do that, Tom Cruise. But you see, it wasn't actually Tom Cruise, it was Jerry Maguire. Tom Cruise was playing Jerry Maguire. It was an alien Jerry Maguire, okay? So let's get that under control. It was an alien Jerry Maguire. So then Jerry Maguire is sitting there saying, show me the aliens. And I was like, well, you've just thrown it away. And he was like, well, there you go. And I was like, get out of here, Tom Cruise. So that was the dream. And I hope you enjoyed that. So much for Smooth Operators. This is Nilesy's Dream Operators here. So I was like, that was pretty fun. I basically woke up. I went to bed at 2. No way. I went to bed at 3. I woke up at 9:30, and I felt great. And I was like, you know what? I feel like getting up. I felt like I could do it. Like it was no problem. I felt great. You know how when you wake up between REM cycles and you just feel fantastic. I was like, I should get up, and I was like, no, but that was a really funny dream. So then I just went back to sleep. And then I woke up at 1, and then I did some recording. So I recorded some this morning, and then I had a doctor's appointment, and then I had to wait for my shopping to come, and then I'm here. Hi everyone. How's your day been? Sorry that took 5 whole minutes almost to tell you. One of my workers has gone home sick. Well, fantastic timing because I'm off with the story now. Newton My neck is somehow upside down. In the last video I discussed sick times and stuff, and a lot of people were saying that it's different in America. I'm removing Virginia Clark here, who knows where that's from. Some people were saying that in America it's a little different in that they can ask you whether or not you have a valid sick time. And you know what? They can. But it just gives you more ammunition. Now, you have to kind of understand that... Oh, it's actually the manager who's off. Wait, didn't I give Newton a holiday? That's weird. I thought I gave them... I did! I gave him a holiday. Why is he calling off sick? Maybe this was his first day back. Okay. Manager. You have to understand it from the rationale of an employee who has to get the time that they are allowed to take, right? So if I'm off sick and my manager thinks I'm not entitled to that time off sick and they imply that I'm lying, then that's where the problem is. The problem is not whether or not you are lying. Clarence OB agent. Hold on, let me just check that because that name sounds familiar. Wrong page. Clarence. No, you're fine. So it's not whether or not you are lying, it's the implication that you might be. That's the problem that you have. Now, in workplaces like that, it can be very sensitive, especially if it makes for an uncomfortable work experience. And again, this all depends on the type of job that you have. So if you work in a restaurant as maybe a waiter and you take a sick day off when it's maybe the busiest period, then your manager's not going to be happy at all. And they have to be very careful with how they show you that they're unhappy. They have to be official. Les, I've not had that one before, I don't think. If it is a restaurant or somewhere where you can be easily replaced, that's really what I'm thinking. Call centre agents is actually a really great example of expendable staff. And what I mean by that is someone that you can get in to do the same job on short notice. So a call centre person. You can fire someone, put them through 2 weeks of training, and they'll be doing the job, you know? So with those types of jobs, then yeah, taking sick time can be seen as a fireable offence, and the manager might say, you know, what are you sick with? Oh yeah, prove it. In the UK, we actually are required to get a doctor's note. I forgot to mention that in the previous video. Someone reminded me, which was very nice of them. In the UK, if we are seen as... Let's upgrade the bathroom. Shall we upgrade the bathroom? A lot of cracks here for the handyman to fix, but I can see that they're back off work now. Let's upgrade this bathroom. 1,200 visits, not that many actually. What are you unhappy about? Damn slow elevator, how dare you? That's a pretty fast elevator. I'm going to upgrade the bathroom. Better mood and more visitors. Wow, look at that bathroom. 8 visitors now, cool. In the UK, what a manager will say is get a doctor's note, and that's fine. Wait, I've got 2 requests here. I'm going to give them both because we've been absolutely fine on the queues today. That's totally fine if a manager wants a doctor's note from you. So let's say I work in a call centre, which I did for about 6 or 7 years, and I'm feeling like I've got the flu. And you call in the morning. Now, you'll tend to have to call an hour before your shift so that your manager can call the network base. Like if, for example, Claw Real Estate, you would call Nilesys Pools and you would say, I'm going to be sick today. And then the manager, which is Shane, would call, or who was it? What was his name? Newton. Newton would call the client, which is Claw Real Estate, and say, look, we might be short one agent today, so we might miss some calls. And that's why you call an hour before, so that they can schedule, or forecast, as it's called. And when you do that, they, in the UK, will just say, we need a doctor's note. Very common, very common. It used to be the case where you only needed one after 5 days because you would have 5 days of self-certification, it's called in the United Kingdom, where you can self-certify that you are unwell for work. However, a lot of call centres, and primarily the call centre I worked in, towards the end, were being very harsh about it. And it was like, yeah, we need the doctor's note on the first day, you know. And they can ask for it. But I don't think technically that you have to give it to them. I think if you had a manager meeting with them and HR, then you would after 5 days. But I'm pretty sure they can't demand it from you on the first day. It's just something that goes against you as an employee as something that's very good. It's a very good thing. So if you come in with a doctor's note and you say, look, I was sick, then they're like, fine, great. Thank you for giving me the list. I now fully accept that you were ill, there was nothing that could be done, and thank you for not coming in and spreading the illness to the rest of your colleagues, which was a big thing, actually. When I worked in the call centre, was people who were really ill, like with the flu or with the cold, coming into work. I hated it. I hated it, because they'd sit across from you. You know, and these call centers, small partitions. It's not like in the old days in like the 80s and 90s where you would have like your own cubicle. Jeez, if you can find a call center where you get your own cubicle, take that job, because that is not bad. In most call centers nowadays, you'll have not a cubicle but partitions where you have your own little desk and it's partitioned, but you can very easily see your colleagues over like next to you or around you, and that's so that your manager can see what you're doing in case you're up to no good, which you probably are if you work in a call center. We've unlocked the vending machine accessory. Okay then, that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. One of my workers is sick. Oh good. Oh great. What have we got? Oscar. Yeah, okay, let me just take a look. Have we got any Oscars? No. No, we don't. So yes, coming in sick, all that's going to do is make your colleagues sick. And then if they get sick, that's even more time off work. As someone who worked in a call center for a long time, I don't know how many times have I said that in this video, I would actually get really angry if one of my colleagues was, or someone who was sitting next to me was like dripping nose, coughing, sneezing, spreading germs around the office, because all that's going to happen is you're going to get sick. And if you get sick, then you're going to have to take some of your sick time off, which could be unpaid. Some employers can restrict paid depending on your contract. And that's all because they wouldn't take time off. And you know what that can mean? Is that it's worse for them. So let's say you're sick and you're like, no, I can't take a day off work. I have to go into work. And you go in and you infect everyone around you. Then when you're feeling better, everyone else is going to be off. And you're going to be the one taking tons and tons of calls because you made them really sick. It's circuitous. Is that the word? Circuitous. It goes round and round. Zachariah. I have written your name down before. Inbound. Yeah, you have taken one sick day already. Let me see. 1 PM. But you have got 42 days employed. So you're okay this time. One more though. And we're going to have a problem. Zachariah. Change that to 2 now. There we go. Okay, back to work, everyone. So there we go. It's actually quite a basic day. Quite a basic couple of days in Smooth Operators. Really not much to cover. Just run-of-the-mill general work. Making sure everyone is working hard and making sure everything's going hunky-dory. You know, in a call centre, not every day is special. Some days you just come in and you take calls. You know, you're not going to have this special outage or this, you know, weird bug with your system or funny caller that calls up or someone who gets really, really angry. You know, some days you just come in, you take, you know, a handful of calls, how many that may be, between maybe 30 to 40 to 50 if you work in IT, or maybe like 400 if you're a taxi distributor. And, you know, they're not all stellar. They don't all stand out, much like these couple of days. It's just get the work done and get out. And that's fine. However, I want this to kind of breach over into the next video for Smooth Operators. And I want you viewers to tell me, should I get an account manager? Now, account manager should hopefully get us a new client. Now, let me put into kind of perspective what that's going to mean for you. Is that's going to mean we're going to have to build tons of new operations desks. We're going to have to build more janitorial stations for more cleaning and more IT staff, because we're going to have a whole new client with a whole new inbound, outbound, and back office crew. So we're going to have to accrue more staff. Hopefully, someone said that you can move staff from one building to another. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to do that and save some of my staff. Somebody said that was possible, so I'm going to try that out. But should I do it? I'll show you in the shop menu. So you go to office staff here, and I believe it is this one, account manager. Takes care of your contracts with your clients. They make sure that your current workloads increase, and they also close deals with new clients. So if we want to expand our business, we need an account manager. Should I do it, folks? It's up to you. Please do tell me. Another thing a lot of people have been telling me is that if you press the up and down arrows on your keyboard, you can actually change the appearance of the people that you are going to employ. And no, I will never do that. I will never use that function of the game. At no point should you ever, or will you ever, hopefully, experience someone who hires you based on how you look. I know what you're saying. You're saying, Nilesy, you're taking this too far. This is just a game, man. This is not a game. This is Nilesy's Pools call centre, and I do not want litigation against me for hiring someone based on how they look. Whether or not I like their haircut, whether or not they perhaps are an attractive femme fatale, that is not going to happen. I hire them based on merit, experience, and ability to work in my call centre, where everyone is welcome. So, thank you for telling me about this function. I will never use it. But there we go. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, well, I think I'll go to like 12 o'clock tomorrow and then we'll wrap this up. Because again, this is just a quick one because I want to know how everyone wants me to take the direction of the call centre. You know, should I continue with this call centre or should I go with the account manager, look for new business? Because I think we're at the stage where we need to do that because we have got all the staff that we need. Our call centre is running like clockwork. I really don't need to be involved at this stage. You know, this call centre could run itself at the moment, and that's how a call centre should be. It should be well-oiled gears working together to make sure that everything works and is, you know, profitable for both the call centre and the client. And right now, all I'm doing is micromanagement, you know, writing down sickness reports, granting or denying holiday requests. You know, I don't need to be here. Project manager is unlocked building of 10 floors, that's fine. So, tell me, should I, one of my workers has gone home sick, okay, should I get the account manager? That's the big question. Maximo, you have been off sick before, haven't you? No. Huh. I'm sure I remember that name. Okay, Maximo, I'll write you down. Should I upgrade the call centre with any upgrades? Because we've got some money now, and, you know, I'm not sure what to upgrade next. I was perhaps thinking... Just slow time down a little bit. I was perhaps thinking of just upgrading the rooms, you know, like I showed you before, where you can just click upgrade here and upgrade these rooms for efficiency. Or I could save the money to build the new buildings possibly going to need if you think that we should get an account manager. It's up to you. It is up to you. Do tell me. So let's just get this Maximo schedule, which is 8 AM. 8 AM. I forgot to look at the thing. I know, I'm bad for that. I always go into properties. Inbound agent. Okay. Right, well, thanks for watching. I've been Nilesy. You have been fantastic. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time for more of the same. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This is my outro song so that the vid doesn't end too suddenly. Be sure to click like and fave and drop a comment if you think that you want to. Oh, and there's tons of other stuff for you to click in the background for you, so go ahead and do that. Thanks for watching the vid, you beautiful people. That is all for now. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye. Oh God. Bye. Seriously, why are you still watching this? Go and subscribe and drop a comment below. God damn you, stop watching video. Click fave, drop a comment, I think you want to, but if you don't, well, that's your opinion, I guess. Workload, but I think we're all good. At this stage, I'm actually considering getting a new client. Tell me what you think of that, whether or not I should or whether or not I shouldn't. I'm not sure, because a lot of people say that when you get a new client, the game becomes incredibly difficult, so I'm not sure whether or not I should or not. I think it's something that I definitely do need to do eventually, but maybe I should get things, like, under control first. Like, so fact, I actually was up quite early this morning. I actually woke up at 9:30, and do you know what? I was going to get up, but I didn't. I woke up and I felt great, and I was like, oh my God, Nilesy, you feel great, you should get up. And I was like, yeah, but I was having this really cool dream. And I was like, maybe I should go back to sleep and have that dream again. Because I don't know if I've told you, I think I have told, rather than upgrade the staff in that room, actually. That's the reason that came to me when I was thinking about it. So we're going to let the day start and see what happens. Good job, janitors. This place is looking pretty tidy. I'm very happy. How are y'all doing? I'm doing alright. I'm doing pretty good. I was up pretty early this morning. Boy, was I. In fact, hi everyone, Nilesy unit, it's time for smooth operators. Let's put our headset on and get to work. We're going to start at Nilesys pools today on D44. Upgrade 10 employees. Oh wow, we didn't get that before the end of the last video, I suppose. Cool, we got some free money there. Today, we're just going to be focusing on general building management. Maybe upgrading some staff where there's any, like, missing. Maybe I should upgrade the bathroom first, or the cafeteria, or, you know, this room here. Forgot that I could upgrade rooms. I remembered it last time I made Smooth Operators. I was watching the video back, I was like, oh yeah, you can do that. And it upgrades to level 2, freshens up the interior design, as well as upgrading the workstation hardware, so it increases efficiency and increased revenue. I should have done that